You know, I was worried about a Toy Story 4 film, thinking that this series is perfect and I don't want them to mess it up. But some are saying it's the best yet. What do I think? Let's find out. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in to my opinion/review for Toy Story 4. I really do appreciate it. Now, this film is being directed by Mr. Josh Cooley. This is his first full-length feature. He did a video short before this, and I'll just go ahead and say, guys, I think he did a great job, and I love this film. Now, I think that also has to do, of course, with the writing team, which is very strong at Pixar, and they didn't make just another cash grab film. This film does hit on a lot of adult themes that really surprised me, and I had no idea were coming. Now, the first thing that I loved about this Toy Story 4 film is it feels completely different from all three films that came before it. That is something that I just love about the series in general, is like each film stands alone on its own. And this part 4 expands on that too, and that's just one of the things that I loved most about this film. Also, I loved all the toys and all the characters. Like, we get to see all the toys that we know and love, but you know, the writers and the director of this film, they did a really good job of mixing in new characters that we've never seen before, and also evolving the ones that we know and love from like back in 1995, especially Bo Peep. She wasn't in part 3 and she is in this. She's one of the main toys in this film, and it makes perfect sense as far as the story and plot is concerned why she's not in part 3. Also, some of my other favorite characters in this film was Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. They're playing Ducky and Bonnie. They were hilarious. To be honest with you, like the first few seconds that they popped on screen, they were a little annoying to me, and I thought that we was never going to see them again. But when they came up the second time, I instantly fell in love with them. And there's actually like not a toy in this film that I just did not love. I mean, I love Forky, great. Of course, we love Buzz Lightyear and, you know, Woody and all that good stuff and all the toys that we know and love. But Bo Peep, she's not just a sweet Bo Peep anymore. She's like transitioned to some like rogue adventurer warrior princess. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's really physical and just shows everything that she can do, all of her abilities and flips, and you know, and just that's the thing about what I like just about this whole thing in Toy Story is each toy stays faithful to their design of their maker. Like, they all don't move the same. They move based on their design. And you know, Woody is kind of like wobbly and things like that, so he kind of like flops around. But you know, Bo Peep looks like she's a real person training, like she trained for years, been able to jump up on cabinets and drawers and beds and things like that. I mean, I liked all that, and it just like really stood out to me. We also got Keanu Reeves in this film. He's hilarious as well, playing somebody by the name of Duke Kaboom. I laughed every time. I laughed all throughout this movie. I did not think it was going to be this funny, but it was. It was very funny. I was laughing throughout. Everybody in the audience was laughing too. It was just a good old time. There was also a ventriloquist dummy doll in this film too by the name of Benson. They had a number of them. They were very scary, very creepy. I like how that was blended in as well. Just the story itself and, you know, the plot, you know, dealing with lost toys and how they have to deal with it. I mean, it's just amazing. All these toys have protocols for everything. At the very beginning, you know, Operation Pull a Toy. I'm not going to tell you exactly what that means, but I'm like, look at this. This is like, they're just all in their own universe with their own rules, doing their thing, and human beings have, you know, like no freaking idea. I don't know. It's just, you know, it's making me smile right now. I was smiling at theater, and I think you will smile too. But just some of the themes that this film hit on, like part 3 dealt with like growing up to me, but this part 4 really hits on like, you know, how people evolve and grow apart, and just how you have to learn to let things go. Also, there's a big deal of like sacrifice in this film, and the film also deals with empathy as well. Like, I mean, like, dude, you know, yeah, you had the golden life, and things may not be as well, you know, as they were 10 years ago when you was getting played with, but you know, I was broken out the box. I've never been played with, you know what I'm saying? I would give anything to experience 5 minutes of what you had your whole life. And I'm just really impressed that this film, like, you know, hit upon that. Now, I will go ahead and be honest with you. While I did cry at the end of part 3, this film did not get me emotional as part 3 did. I didn't cry in part 1 and part 2, but and like part 3 was just like the best thing to me. And you know, there was a moment in this film, he's like, oh damn, it's getting real right now. Like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, is this about to happen? Well, I guess that's just the best thing, you know, for all parties involved. And, you know, I can imagine that was the point in this film where it, you know, broke most people and all the emotions started coming out. It didn't get me. I still enjoyed the film. There is nothing in this film that I can complain about. It's just that this film did not grab me emotionally as part 3 did. But if I had to rate Toy Story 4 out of a 1 out of 10, even though I enjoy part 3 more, I'm still going to give this thing a 9.5 out of 10. Yes, a 9.5 out of 10. I think I gave part 3 like a perfect score. But guys, that is just my opinion. What you think about Toy Story 4? Please let me know down in the comment section below. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. If you like this video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Also, please consider subscribing and look me up on social media. But guys, I just want to thank you again for tuning into my opinion/review for Toy Story 4. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.